Welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode number 3. My name is Lori, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as LoriLulu327, or you can email me at lorilulu327@gmail.com. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back. I'm glad to see you again. And for those of you who are new, I hope you enjoy this. Honestly, I do. Let me just say that I knew with this weather, actually, I should probably tell you where I'm from. I'm from Chicago. Well, the Chicago suburbs, where I live with my husband Ryan and our 2 cats. We've had quite a week, weather-wise. I knew in January, when we had 50-degree temperatures at the beginning, it was going to get bad. I just didn't think it was going to get that bad. Like, Wednesday we had -16 temperature, and I don't even want to discuss the wind chill. It was horrible. We didn't even have church on the last 2 Wednesdays or last Sunday, either because of the snow or because of the cold. It's been that bad, and I knew it was going to get that bad. But anyway, I kind of wanted to update you on something. So the last podcast I did on a Saturday, because I knew the Sunday that I was going to record, it was going to be too crazy for me to record a video. And let me tell you, it was crazy, but it was a great crazy. So a little background here. My husband is a pastor of a church. We are part of the Church of the Nazarene, and we actually are grouped into districts based on geography, all that. So we are the Chicago Central District, and we have a district superintendent who's kind of in charge. He's my husband's boss. And there was a church in our district. They had a very strong congregation, but their building was getting run down, and it was just getting to the point where they just could not keep up with everything. And so last summer we were asked if we could let them use our building. My husband and I were like, sure, why not? But, of course, there's business and all that kind of stuff that needs to be worked out. And so in the process, we've gotten to know the people from the other church. I should tell you, it's an Arabic church, but they are Nazarene. They're not Muslim, they're Nazarene. And we've gotten to know them. We love them. And so when our church finally decided, yeah, we'll let them use our building, we do our service from 10:45 till about noon, and then they come in at 12:30, and actually they're kind of still over there. They have fellowship after their service, and so there's still people over in the parking lot behind the camera. And they're a great congregation. I love those people, just as I love my church. So, 2 Sundays ago, before I podcast last time, because I podcast the day before it happened, we actually had a combined service. The district superintendent wanted to do like a celebration of this combining of these 2 churches. And so we had worship songs, our worship songs, and then they had some of their worship songs, which I didn't understand a word, but I tried to sing along because gotta be gracious and loving. Why not? And it's fun. And even though I didn't understand what they were saying, I still felt the same worship spirit that we have when we sing our worship songs. And then the district superintendent preached the sermon, and it was amazing. And it was all about, we're commanded to love each other and be kind and gracious to each other. And that's kind of what I want to take into my life and my day-to-day business, I want to be kind and loving, and I want people to know that I'm a disciple because of the way I love other people. Now, granted, I'm human. Road rage is what gets me. Let me just tell you, with my long commute, I deal with some crazy people. But anyway, so after our service, which was amazing, we had a lunch, and the Arabic people catered. And so we had about 12 tables, and each table had a platter, I mean, this big, filled with rice, lamb, chicken, steak, and then each table also had a thing of salad, a thing of this cucumber yogurt, which was really good, and a thing of hummus, which I'm not a big fan of, and then a pile of pita bread. But, you know, as being a missionary kid, my parents were missionaries when I was little. I spent 2 years of my childhood in a foreign country. I'm used to trying different foods. I'm used to being around different cultures. And I love learning about different cultures. And so it was just amazing. And because, you know, I know my church and I know this other church, it's kind of like when you have friends that meet and you're just like, I like you both. I want you to like each other because I like you both. That's kind of how I felt. And when it happened, it was just a wonderful Sunday. I can't explain it. So that was an exciting event. And then we haven't had church since because of this crazy weather. And I didn't go to work on Monday because I couldn't get out of my driveway because of the snow. And then Wednesday with the below temperature, I was like, I'm not comfortable driving 46 miles in below, like 50 below wind chill, where like you get frostbite within minutes. If something were to happen on my way there, it's like, I'm not very comfortable. And we weren't really busy that day anyway. For those of you that are new, I work for a CPA, and it's tax season. And this week is the beginning of the craziness. I say that I'm only knee-deep in tax season right now. Soon it'll be up to my waist, and then it'll be up to my neck. But right now, it's getting there. Phone calls are picking up. We're pretty busy, and I have to work on Saturday this week. It's okay. I'll survive. This is my 6th tax season. I've survived others. I can do it again. And for those of you who are also wondering about my husband's job, yes, he is a pastor. He is a bivocational pastor because it's a small church. And for new people, he had lost his job that he had had for 15 years and has been looking for a new one. And we thought we found the perfect place. It's actually just down the street. And when he went in for that training, just before I podcast last time, that was when he finally got like all the benefits. And it's just not gonna be good for our family and our situation. Like, so he called and tried to negotiate. They can't really budge. Okay, well, we asked. That's all we can do. And so he just said, I can't do that because my family needs this other stuff. So he's looking for another job again. And he's kind of glad because there's a conference that he wanted to go to. It's actually next week. He will be gone the entire week. So that'll be fun for me. All alone on Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'm not quite happy about that, but I understand. Just what I am worried about is he's driving to Kansas City in February. We don't know what the weather's going to be like. So I'm kind of worried about that. And he'll actually be coming back late on Thursday night and then turning around and leaving Friday morning to go to his hometown for a teen Bible quiz. And I'll be stuck here with tax season and craziness at work. It's okay. Alright, with all that, I need a drink. And today I'm using my Wonder Woman cup because I love Wonder Woman. And it's just water. I had a lot of coffee at church today. So, just drink water for the rest of the day, I think. Okay, all that done. Ready for some yarny goodness? So I have some finished objects to show you. I will show you some of the hats that I've collected. So I have a group of ladies. We meet every other Monday, and we're called the Love Knots. And we decided to do, every quarter we'll do like a different charity that we'll donate stuff to. So we're doing red hats. It's for the little hats, big hearts. Let me get them all. For the not red heart. I talk about yarn too much. The American Heart Association, they give red hats to every baby born in February, and it's to promote heart health awareness. So, I've got quite a stack here. I thought this one's teeny tiny. Oh, let me show you the right side. You don't want to see the seam. But yeah, I have different colors, different shades of red. I don't even know which ones are mine anymore. Oh, I think this one is because I did the scallops at the bottom. You don't want to see the seam again. Seriously, Lori. And then today, at church, another lady brought me a whole nother bag. So, the ones that I had before have already been washed. These I think I might wash too. I'll get to those this afternoon. So yeah, and then I'll probably getting more tomorrow. So maybe I'll wait to wash these. So I'll give you the final total once we meet tomorrow. Here's a whole bunch. Okay. Finished object number 2. You saw last time. You saw my hat. The Diamonds and Gems Slouchy, although it's more of a beanie because I didn't make it as tall. I used a 5.5 millimeter hook on this. The red and the blue yarn is actually the Marisol Llama Una, and the red is Amaryllis, the blue is Bluebell. I bought this yarn, well actually my mom bought the yarn last year because she wanted me to make an infinity scarf for her to wear during the winter. And so I still had a bunch left over and thought, oh, I'll make a hat. So the purple is actually Yarn Bee Brushworks and the colorway purple. Real creative. And then, so when I finished the hat, I actually had some left over and I made some fingerless gloves. Although they don't have individual holes, so I think it'd be more fingerless mittens. I will model for you. So yeah, I thought they turned out really cute. Now, when I talked about this in the last podcast, my mom messaged me and was like, those are so pretty. Since they match my scarf, can I have them? So these are going in the mail to my mother. I love you, Mom. I do. So here you go. They're on their way now. And we'll just throw it in this pile I've got here. Podcasting is messy. I will tell you that. Next finished object. We're moving right along. I was gifted a pattern from Lacy from the Hooked on Owls podcast. It's her Sonora shawl. And it calls for Lion Brand Scarfy yarn. I had a coupon. I had a gift card to Hobby Lobby, so I was like, well, I'll just use some of their stuff. So I got their Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. And I finished it. Ta-da! You can see how big it is. Although, I think because I used a different type of yarn, it didn't turn out as big as hers. But I have a lot left over, so I could add more to it. I don't think I'm going to, though. So, here, I'll show you. Actually, if I wear it this way, it just feels too bulky. So when I wore it the other day, I just kind of wore it slung over one shoulder and then pinned it with a shawl pin. But this multicolored one is Berry Mix, I think. All the details will be down below. And it's on my project page on Ravelry. And then this dark one is Dark Heather Gray. And I love it. It's a nice shawl. It fits really nice. I blacked it. I still feel like it could use another blacking. It's acrylic, so you really have to be careful when you're blacking acrylic. Yeah. I love it. This is a good pattern, Lacy. I really liked it. I enjoyed making it. So yeah, finished object number 3. The last one I've debated about even showing you because I'm frustrated with it. So last year I watched Yarn Buzz. I'd watched Yarn Hoarder, her podcast, and she had made this cowl that's called Knitting in the Library, and it's a way that you can learn different knit stitches, and I thought that was really cute. And so my plan was to learn different Tunisian stitches and make a cowl that way. And I picked out colors that would represent different books from my favorite author. Excuse me. And the Tunisian one, every time I get so far, it just felt like it was shrinking more and more. And it just wasn't working. And I was frustrated. So I put it away, and then it was like, Love Your Stash Cal. Okay, I'll pull this out again. But this time I decided I wanted to do just different crochet stitches. And it was working great. Until a certain point. And I'm really embarrassed to even show this. I seamed it up, so it isn't a cowl, but I haven't finished weaving in all the ends because honestly I'm very upset with this. So I'll show you. So the bottom part you've seen. The different colors here. I think you saw the blue. And then something went wrong and it just grew. If I can pull it back, you can see how big it is compared to the bottom. And when you wear it, it just doesn't fit right. And I'm done. I'm just done with it. It's gonna sit in timeout for a long time right now. Because and I've got tax season. I've got other things I need to work on. Other projects I want to do. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. So, another drink. And we'll get on to Makes in Progress. Carla from Crochet CJ. Say that 6 times fast. She was talking about calling hers Joys in Progress, which my mom's name is Joy, so I was like, I kind of like that better, because, I mean, library cowl, that is not a joy for me anymore. I want stuff that's going to make me happy, right? That's what we need to be working on. So, Joys in Progress, Makes in Progress. We'll start with this one right here. This is a new one. I've been busy. This is the Madly in Love scarf. You can make it into a cowl or an infinity scarf, like really long. I've made it before, and like I made it kind of in between the cowl and the scarf, so it never really laid right. So I'm trying it again. And I'm running into the same problem where it's like I'm using yarn that I have, and I run out. But anyway, so the pattern is by Moogly. You can find it free on her blog, moogly.com, right? Do I even have, mooglyblog.com. Madly in Love. So I'm calling this my Madly in Love with Purple because I am madly in love with purple. So, start off with this Karen Simply Soft Party has all these multicolored sparkles in it. Love it. and then I ran out. And if it's going to be an infinity scarf, when it's wrapped around, you're not really going to see the different blocking that's been done. I have a lovely progress keeper from Claudia from the Crochet Luna. This is my gift. The silver is Red Heart with Love, metallic. And then I have Vanna's Choice. Let me think of what I want to say. Vanna's Choice in purple. And that's going to go in there too. And I don't know if you can tell from the pattern, it's actually braided right here. So I'm going to have the 3 different colors braided together. And yes, purple is my favorite color. So that's why I call it Madly in Love with Purple, because I am. Next, making progress are my socks. I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to show you any progress on them. Let me show you the pattern. I'm doing the, as everything falls out, the Gorman toe up socks. And actually I'm making mine longer than these shorty socks. It's from the Step Into Crochet. It's living in my Crochet Cakes bag. Oh, here's my hook that I'm using. Love Wonder Woman. So yeah, here's the yarn. It is Leading Men Fiber Arts in the colorway New Day. And obviously I did not get these done for January, for the January theme, which was New Beginnings. So I'll show you what I've got done. So again, I'm doing the After the Thought heel, and last time you saw it, it's right where my little narwhal was. That's the last time you saw it, and I've grown this much. I kind of like how the pattern, the yarn is pooling. That's a cool design. I'll see how far I go. I do want to say though that I feel like this is huge. You know, like crochet socks are always just really big. But I know it's going to fit fine because they don't stretch this way, they stretch this way. I don't know. I'm still not sure about crochet socks. And of course I don't like knitting. So, yeah. Last making progress I wanted to show you. I decided I wasn't going to show you this every time. I'll just pull it out every once in a while, like once a month. So you can see my scrap can, see how far I've come. So last time you saw it was at this charm, and it's actually, yeah, my progress keeper here. This is a little snowman. It says joy. Hi, Mom. So yeah, I've actually done a few rows on it, but if you see the length of this, it just keeps going and going. Yeah, it's gonna be all kinds of yarns, all kinds of colors, all kinds of stitches. Scrapkin. It's supposed to be fun, right? And you can see all my yarn that I'm going to be using in this. So, those are the 3 makes in progress I have going. As I set that on the floor with everything else. Okay, so, next thing I want to talk about is patterns. You guys, I am so excited. You know, I finally released my first pattern, and you guys, I'm so thankful for those of you that went out and purchased it. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see what you all do. I'm excited to see the colors and stuff. Sorry, this yarn fuzz is like bothering my nose. But with that, I wanted to announce that I'm going to be working on another one. I did create a shawl, and there'll be more details about it later. but I wanted to kind of tweak it a bit because it wasn't quite laying the way that I wanted it to. So that's what I'm going to be working on soon. I had to go to Michael's and get yarn for it. And then there was a sale. Yeah. So I will show you my 2B section. So the pattern that I made, the shawl that I made, I called it my Persuasion shawl because it was part of the Summer Romance Cowl that Claudia from the Crochet Luna and Clarissa Beth from Crochet Cakes. And my favorite fictional couple is Captain Wentworth and Anne Elliot from Persuasion. More about that once I get going on it. But I needed yarn to redo it so I can tweak it. So I got this Loops and Thread Joy DK. Again, Joy. Hi, Mom. So my original shawl is in navy, but they didn't have navy. So I got this in, what's the colorway? Cloud. So it's a DK weight yarn, which is what my other shawl was in. So be looking out for that. But then at Michael's they had sale, buy 2, get 1 free. Oh, twist my arm, make me buy more yarn, right? So this was the free one I bought. You can see purple and teal. So this is again Joy DK and the colorway Hawaiian. So I don't really like to buy yarn if I don't have a pattern set. But then I found more yarn. They had their patent. Yeah, the Karen Pantone is 50% off each. So I bought this one. And this is the colorway Bright Orchid, which those are some pretty colors. And then it's 50% off, right? Gotta buy more. And this one is Ocean Surf. I really like that blue right there. That's really pretty. And the navy too. That one's nice. So with those, I kind of wanted to do another painted moss cowl for sure. I may be doing one for my sister-in-law. Shh, don't say anything. Katie, if you're watching, forget I said that, okay? And then I wanted to try this one. I found this on it's Cottage Faded Linen Cowl. Who was it? Happiness is Homemade. Karen did it. I'll put all the links down below. You'll know. So she did that with the Karen Pantone. So I was like, Or I may do the Hawaiian one. Where'd it go? Or I may do this one, and this. I don't know. We'll see how much I even get done this week. So yeah. Those are the plans I've got so far. And I think that's all I wanted to say. Do I have everything? Yep. Alright, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I'm so glad that you all are enjoying this. I am, and I'm just blown away by the comments and stuff and the amount of subscribers already. Oh my goodness. So if you haven't subscribed, click the link down below, click the thumbs up, and as we grow, I hope I can grow and maybe get more equipment. I know somebody said they had a hard time hearing me. I'm dealing with what I have right now. So hopefully we can grow and become better production. I don't know. So anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comment below. I try to keep up with them. so far I'm good, because it's a small group of you. Yeah, or email me. That's a good way to get in contact with me as well. So, with that, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye!